We welcome you to the Houston Sports Live pregame show as we get you ready for first pitch here in just about 10 minutes from now with a matchup featuring the Klein Collins Tigers against your Conroe Tigers here in Game 2 action of the area round of the postseason. Jordan Smith here on the call of the action here on Houston Sports Live. If you missed it last night, a dramatic one for the ages. Colin Neal on the call of that one, a 4-2 victory for the Conroe Tigers, who are having their deepest postseason run since 1997. First time since then that they have even gotten to a second round of the postseason, and now they are one win away from the regional semifinals. Quite a magical May that we have seen so far for the Conroe Tigers. Of course, Tanner Trantham getting the win yesterday, and Sam Busby coming in with the 2-inning save and having the late ball game solo shot over the left field wall to put it out of reach and make it a 4-2 final for the Conroe Tigers over these Klein Collins Tigers in Game 1. Taking a look at what would happen for this series. Whoever wins this series faces the winner between Waco Midway and Rockwall Heath. Right now, Waco Midway has a 1-0 series lead over Rockwall Heath. They won 5-4 last night. They are getting Game 2 underway here in just a little bit. So the winner of this series will face the winner between Rockwall Heath and Waco Midway. Actually, they're already started. They're in the top of the second, and they're scoreless. So something to watch for as the game progresses. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it's our conversation with head coach Jeff Raymer as part of our pregame chat. And then after that, starting lineups and first pitch coming up right after this here on Houston Sports Live. Standing here with head coach Jeff Raymer of your Conroe Tigers as we get ready for first pitch here in a little bit of Game 2 of the area round featuring the Klein Collins Tigers and your Conroe Tigers. First, coach, quick recap of last night's ball game, a thriller, late game dramatics, and a 4-2 win that really felt good and kind of continued to carry the momentum and the little bit of magic that y'all have had so far in May.
Yeah, it was a type of game that when we play well, we win. We pitched really well on the mound. Both Trantham and Busby attacked the hitters and utilized their stuff efficiently, and we played really good defense. And when we do that, we've got a shot in any game that we play, and last night's proof of that.
Yeah, so talking about the pitching performances a bit from Trantham and Busby coming in getting the 2-inning save, it just seemed like they really got a handle of Klein Collins in the ball game last night and really were able to allow the defense to take the pressure off of them.
Yeah, the key with Trantham is him trusting his stuff in the strike zone. Sometimes he tries to do too much, and last night he did a good job of letting his stuff work in the strike zone. And, when we pitch to contact and let our defense play, we're a lot better as opposed to trying to miss bats. And, what I always try to tell him is when you're pitching in the strike zone, you're going to get those swings and misses, and he did. He had 10 strikeouts last night against a really good offensive club. And, what can you say about Busby? He did what he always does, and he comes in and just shuts the other team down with really good stuff, and led us to a win last night.
And speaking of Busby, obviously the 2-inning save, but also late game dramatics, having the solo shot to extend it to that 4-2 lead, which was enough insurance to get the win. Talk about
the overall game that Busby had and really how much that impacted y'all and were able to lift y'all to get the win.
Yeah, anytime you go from a 1-run lead to a 2-run lead that late in the ball game, it kind of gives you a chance to take a little bit of a deep breath. And, his shot over left field did that for us. And, he's provided a senior leadership for us all year, kind of a steadiness that we need. We have some sophomores that are on the field, so to have that kind of senior leadership kind of calms them down.
Now looking at tonight's ball game, y'all are the home team here for Game 2. Does that kind of give y'all that advantage being up 1-0, kind of being able to be that home side and know that if it has to come down to it, it's up to y'all and y'all only at the end of a ball game?
Yeah, the advantage is only as good as your next day's pitcher. And we got Colin Boley going for us today, and I know they've got Gutierrez on the mound for them, who has been really good for them as well. And so we expect nothing less than another great game, and we're going to have to play our best baseball to come out victorious.
And finally, Coach, talk to me about your guy on the bump and the guy that you're trusting here in Game 2 to really shut down the doors and get y'all on to the regional semifinals.
Yeah. So Colin has been a guy, he started off as a bullpen guy and just became a guy that we started to trust more in a starting role. He's unflappable. He doesn't let things bother him too much, and he's a guy that, like we spoke earlier, he pitches to contact and allows the defense to do the work.
I appreciate your time as always, Coach.
Awesome, thank you.
Starting lineups and first pitch coming up right after this as we get ready to conclude the pregame show right here on Houston Sports Live. First pitch just about to get underway. We'll get you starting lineups here in just a little bit. Game 2 of the area round with the matchup featuring the Klein Collins Tigers against your Conroe Tigers. Coming up next here on Houston Sports Live.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
We welcome you to Game 2 of the area round here on Houston Sports Live. A win or go home scenario for these two sides. Basically, if you will, for Klein Collins at least. For Conroe, they have the 1-0 series advantage here against Klein Collins. All they need is a win to get to the regional semifinals. And the starting lineups tonight, we'll go with the batting order first for the Klein Collins Tigers. Dylan Yasic out in the leadoff spot, followed by Ryan Hallman in the 2-hole, Bryce Romero in the 3-spot, Bryson Sessions in the 4-hole in the cleanup spot, Noah Melendez in the 5-spot of the order, Gio Compean in the 6th spot of the order, followed by Isaac Gutierrez in the 7-hole, Noah Diason in the 8-hole, and Clayton Allen in the 9th spot of the lineup. And on the bump for your Conroe Tigers, that being the right-hander and Colin Boley. Just about set, ready to go for first pitch as we get ready for some high school baseball. The first pitch is fouled straight back, 0-1. First pitch at 7:30 p.m. on the dot. Again, Conroe with a 1-0 series lead thanks to the 4-2 win
in the last night's ball game right here at Klein High School, as that one curves in and will hit him. So a runner on first base to get things going. Conroe, the home team for today's ball game. Just a reminder, today's broadcast on Eastern Sports Live is brought to you in stunning 2K quality with an enhanced 4K Ultra HD enhanced presentation. Closed captioning is also available for the hearing impaired. First pitch outside the zone to the left-handed hitter for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Ryan Holman at the plate, runner on first, and nobody out in the top of the first as we are just getting underway here in Spring, Texas. Miss the zone as well, 2-0 the count. Boley, the game 2 starter for the Conroe Tigers, who are in their all-white uniforms, as that one finds the outside third of the plate to the left-handed hitter, 2-1 the count. That one will just miss the zone, says the home plate umpire. As that one will find the zone. Full count approach coming up here against Hallman. In there, I believe. Nope, it's going to be a ball. Throw it on to second, not in time. Appeal on over to third base. Waiting once again. Trying to go down to third, but umpire never looked for the appeal there. And now time is called as Jeff Raymer wants to go and talk to his guy on the bump, I believe. No, it's actually now going to say, hey, go talk to your guy at third about the call there, as he tried to go to third for the appeal, but the third base umpire not paying attention. A 4-umpire crew for the ball game here today and in this series. They discuss for all of about half a second, and everything stays the same. So a walk and a stolen base. Actually, not even a stolen base, just a walk as he was pushed forward because of the walk. There's now Raymer on the bump talking with his guy, trying to get him resettled in here. One mound visit left for Boley here in this top of the first. Still nobody out. Runner on first and second as time is called by the right-hander in Bryce Romero. Get your defensive alignment here in just a little bit. Weather report, by the way, a beautiful night for some baseball. As this one popped up on a bunt, can't be caught on the dive. Throw on to third, the lead runner, throw off line. Pulls him off the bag, and everybody is safe. On technically an infield bunt single. So now bases juiced here to begin things in the top of the first. Still nobody out. Conroe looking to get out of the pickle early on. First pitch outside the zone. 1-0 is the count. Bryson Session at the dish.
Winds and deals this one. Chopper up the gut. Everybody has to go. Goes to second for one. To first. Gets the 6-4-3 double play, but a run does cross home plate. And Klein Collins with the early 1-0 lead, as Hallman will head on over to third on the 6-4-3. Now Noah Melendez to the dish, the 5-hole hitter in the lineup for Klein Collins, as that one will find the zone for a strike. 0-1 is the count. Thank you, those of you tuning into the broadcast here tonight on Houston Sports Live. As that will find the zone. Quick 0-2 count. We're just at third, and that's it. That'll be outside. 1-2 the count. Check swing, got him to go through. That will end the top half of the first. A run comes home. One hit, no errors, and one left on. First punch out of the ball game for Bully. We'll take a quick break. Right back for the bottom of the first. Conroe up to the plate for the first time. When we come back here on Houston Sports Live. Back here on Houston Sports Live, 1-0 the score. Klein Collins ahead early. We see Conroe up to the plate for the first time in the ball game here today. It starts off with the leadoff hitter in Jaden Keith. It looks at a 1-0 count early on from Gutierrez. 1-0 will miss outside, 2-0. Quickly Gutierrez, as that one fouls straight back. A 2-1 count. So working quickly here at home plate. Conroe in their all-white home uniforms with the gold numbers and letters and the black trim, as that one's fouled away. And into the street over to our right. Evens it up at 2 apiece. Conroe just north of the 20 win mark this season at 21, grabbing their 21st last night. There's the wind and delivery from Gutierrez. That one, a wild one outside, makes it a full count.
Klein Collins getting their 10th loss on the year last night. 16-10-1 on the year. It's a full count delivery from Gutierrez, fouled straight back. Every strike in the at-bat so far has been fouled back by Keith. Winds and deals with a dramatic delivery, as it'll be a backwards K. Get the first out of the inning. First punch out, Gutierrez. First backwards K. There is one away. Jackson Reagan to the dish. One out, no one on. A 1-0 scoreline as that one just a late swing. Fouls back. 0-1 is the count. Quickly here. And that'll hit him. Reagan stands like a statue. And we'll head on over to first base. Now, Tanner Trantham, the winning pitcher in last night's contest in game 1 of the series. That one fouled straight back. Quick 0-1 to begin things here in the at-bat. Runner on first, one out. A 1-0 lead for Klein Collins. Conroe looking to cut into that here in this bottom of the first inning. Now taking a little bit more time as Gutierrez out there on the bump. As that one will miss. Into the turf. A 1-1 count. All turf field here, recently renovated as of the last few years at Klein High School. Here at Bearcat Park, as it's called. That one fouled to the right, towards a couple vehicles. A 1-2 count. Right now a 1-2 count, still with a runner on first and a 1-0 score. Runner goes, swing and a miss. Go to second, not in time, so a stolen base. It'll actually be called a foul tip caught by the catcher. And Trantham will go down swinging. But a stolen base to put a runner at second in an in-scoring position for the tying runner. And now 2 away here in the inning. So down 2 outs, tying run on second base here in the bottom of the first, 1-0. This one swung on, lifted. This one carrying left center, but should be playable as Allen will make the catch over to the right. And that'll take care of out number 3. One runner left on base, no runs across the plate, no hits, no errors. As we head to the top of the second, 1-0. Klein Collins ahead. We come back here on Houston Sports Live. Back here on Houston Sports Live, 1-0 the score as we bring you the top of the second. This one hard chopper but foul. Down the third baseline. Only on the bump for his second inning of work as he looks at the 6, 7, 8 hitters of the lineup for Klein Collins. Get you the defensive alignment for Conroe here in just a little bit. That one's popped up foul and hits off the top of the press box and falls into the stands. Quick 0-2 count to start off against Compion. In there, backdoor slider. Got him for strike 3. Second punch out of the ball game. First caught looking. Yeah, that takes care of out number 1. So 1 away here in the top of the second. 1-0 lead for Klein Collins over Conroe. Now on base is Isaac Gutierrez, the opposing pitcher. Swings and misses at the first one. Motion pitch up high, 0-1 the count. That one will miss low to even it up at 1 apiece. Working quickly here is Boley. He winds and deals on the 1-1, swung on, lined into left field. Moving to his left and making the catch is Keith, and that will take care. Round number 2. Your defensive alignment for the Conroe Tigers looks like this. Keith in left, Rothlander in center, in Trantham and right. Around the diamond we go. The hot corner at third in Matthew, Raymer at short, Busby at second, Bruns at first, Stenger behind the dish, and Boley on the bump with a 2-out approach now in the inning. Swung on, lifted, it'll be foul. Down the third base line, 0-1 the count. Again, just top of the second, a 1-0 score. Klein Collins ahead of Conroe in this one. The right-handed Noah Deason to the dish. 8-hole hitter as that one gets away. Evens it up at 1 apiece. Team in Conroe who's looking to get to what was before the regional quarterfinals, but now the regional semifinals due to the new playoff alignment. Where basically they have ex-nayed the regional quarterfinals, and now instead of having just 1 champion per level of competition, there are now a Division I and Division II champion. Conroe, of course, competing in the Division I bracket. All that determined on enrollment size. Deuces wild with a 2-2 count and 2 outs. Wind and deal, foul down the first base line and into somebody's windshield. So we'll try it again at 2-2. Boley trying to get him out with a punch out. Right up the gut, caught on a dive by the second baseman in Busby. The hero from last night strikes again on the defensive side with a flash of the leather. 1-2-3 inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left aboard as we head to the bottom of the second. 1-0 the score when we come back here on Houston Sports Live. Back here on Houston Sports Live as we get you ready for the bottom half of the second. First pitch is outside the zone for a ball, 1-0. 4-5-6 due up, starting with Ed Rothlander. Or excuse me, Gavin Stanger. It's the 5-6-7. That'll even it up at one apiece as that finds the zone. Just missing outside. Frame job to no avail by Smith behind the dish. And a 2-1 count. Winds and deals. Swung on, foul. And that one lines towards the adjacent grass line. 2-2. The net is just low enough behind home plate to where just the right angle of the bat and it could be hit any one of those cars. As that one catches him looking. Second punch out of the ball game, both of them caught looking. And that's one away here in the inning. One out here in this bottom half of the inning. The first pitch is outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Outside once again, a 2-0 delivery. At the plate, Sam Busby. And it just made the tremendous defensive play to end the top half of the inning. We'll fly this one foul down the first base line and out of play to the street on over to our right. Sun starting to set over to our left here in the north side of Houston, Texas. Fourth largest city in America. A lot of great high school baseball in this city. 2-1, fouled away, 2-2. A little dribbler was dug out on the first base side where Klein Collins occupies tonight, being the away side. See that a lot more in high school ball than you do the collegiate and pro levels, where the away side will occupy first base and home will occupy the third base. In college and pros, you'll see it flip. At least in the pros, you see it a lot more flipped. College is still 50-50. Outside on the flatliner. Full count approach coming up. Winds and deals. And backdoors him as Busby thought that was outside the zone, low and away. Instead, that's back-to-back caught looking. Third punch out of the ball game for Gutierrez. All three punch outs have come via the backwards K. First pitch outside the zone for a ball, 1-0 to Landon Burns, I should say. Or Bruns. That one will find the zone, catching the bottom third. There's a 1-1 count. Winds and deals, nobody on base. And gets the motion pitch in there, top third of the zone, 1-2.
Smart, Wade.
Yeah, nobody on base, still a one-run difference. Klein Collins ahead of Conroe at the bottom of the second inning. A dramatic wind and dealing. It's a swing and a miss, drop third strike.
There it is, let's go.
And tags him out, does the catcher for the unassisted out. Striking out the side is the pitcher in Gutierrez. 1, 2, 3, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Take a quick break. Be back for the top of the third after this on Houston Sports Live. Top of the third. 1-0 lead for Klein Collins as the pitch is in there for a strike. Foley on the bump for his third inning of work. Evens up at 1 apiece now to the 9-hole hitter and Clayton Allen. All but one hitter in this lineup are righties, including Allen, as that will backdoor its way for a strike. 1-2. 27 pitches for Boley coming into the inning. First appearance in the series, as there's a swing and a miss. Got him fishing at one way outside. And that takes care of out number 1. Third punch out on the evening for Boley. Brings us back to the top of the order. And Dylan Yasik to the dish. First pitch way outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. That one will find the zone. One chop foul. 1-2 the count here.
Well, good play, man. Make my play. Let's go.
That one will miss the zone. You can hear to the confusion of the Conroe faithful. They were hoping for a better result than that from the home plate umpire. As that one is popped up. We'll stay on the infield, right side. Busby will make the catch. Foul number 2. Ryan Holman to the dish with 2 away, nobody on base, and a 1-0 ball game still. And for those of you joining us, appreciate you tuning into this one here this evening. That one will run inside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Chop, foul. Winds and deals. Swing and a miss. One and 2 the count. And that one missing the zone. That one, this is the outside part of the plate, says home plate umpire. So now we've run it full. Full count, 2 outs. Winds and deals, tries to backdoor it, but to no avail. Started out 1 and 2, and then 3 straight outside. Gets a 2-out walk for Holman. Bryce Romero to the plate with 1 on and 2 out. In this top of the third. From the stretch, first pitch will miss the zone. One 1-0 is the count. There's a swing and a miss. 1 is the count here. Romero got on base last time up with an infield bunt single. Pick off of the first, not in time. One, two, a little bit of that sidearm, a little underhand kind of mix there. A miss outside, 2-1. Get a 1-0 scoreline. Klein Collins ahead. Conroe looking to keep the runner at first to end the top half of the inning. In there for a strike. Throw down to second. Got him! Caught stealing to second. The 2-4 to end the inning. So when we come back to the top of the 4th, Bryce Romero will return to the dish. But the inning will end as is. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. To the bottom half of the inning we go. Back after this on Houston Sports Live. Back here on Houston Sports Live with a 1-0 tally. As that is into foul territory and will bounce away and out of play. Gutierrez back on the bump for his 3rd inning of action. Jordan Smith here on the call from Klein High School. Conroe leading the series 1-0 as they look to try to end the series on a positive note and do it tonight. A positive note would be them getting to the regional semifinals. Foul by about a foot or two before it then finally spins out of the way. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. For out number 1. Jake Matthews, now Owen Raymer to the dish, the 9-hole hitter. With 1 away here in the inning. First pitch, just barely fouled, 0-1 the count. That one in the zone. 0-2. Winds and deals. Gutierrez with a fast delivery will miss in the turf. Try to get him to golf at 1 outside, but to no avail. Appreciate those of you tuning into the broadcast here tonight. That one will skate away into the turf. 2-2 now the count. Game 3, should it be needed. Be right back here on Houston Sports Live tomorrow. A noon first pitch, 11:45 a.m. pregame show. That one foul straight back, keeps it at 2-2. Not only can you watch it here on the Houston Sports Live YouTube channel. You can also watch it on the newly minted website, houstonsports.live. 2-2 gets him looking. Another backwards K. 5th punch out on the night for Gutierrez, but the 4th caught looking. And there's 2 away. Nobody on as we go back to the top of the order. Jaden Keith to the plate. Winds and deals. First pitch, fireball. And this is outside, 1-0. Keith 0 for 1. He's caught looking to begin the bottom of the first. Looking to make up for that here in this second time around. Swung on. Fly ball playable into right. Right center as Holloman will make the catch. And that'll take care of out number 3. 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. As we head to top of the 4th. Take a quick break. Be right back after this here on Houston Sports Live. Top of the 4th. You're on Houston Sports Live. 1-0 the score. Klein Collins ahead of Conroe. Welcome back into the broadcast booth. Boley back on the bump for the 4th inning as that one will miss outside for a ball. 1-0 to begin things. We see the 4, 5, 6 in the inning, starting with Bryson Session at the dish. That one finds the zone to even it up at 1 apiece. Sessions grabbed an RBI, but hit into a 6-4-3 double play his first time up. As that's in there for a strike, 1-2. Winds and deals, the 1-2. Just misses the outside corner. Evens it up at 2 apiece. Now quickly working, swing and a miss. Fourth punch out on the night for Boley. And there's one away. Readies and deals, first pitch. Backdoor slider works to perfection, 0-1. Try to get him fishing outside. Change spots at the plate, but to no avail. 1-1 is the count. Winds and deals quickly here. Foul tip into the catcher's mitt. Strike two. No one on base, one out. 1-run difference here in the top of the fourth. Klein Collins ahead of Conroe. In this game two action here in the area round. Winds and deals. Tries the backdoor again, but releasing a little too early there. As it'll even it up at 2 apiece. The two-strike approach, you see him in this ball game thus far trying to use that backdoor. Now that one missing away, full count. Wind blowing back towards home plate. And swirling between home plate and first base. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back punch-outs for the first couple outs of the inning. 5th punch out of the ball game for Boley. Swung on, foul, out of play. And heading towards the faux pas Maserati. 0-1 the count. At the plate, Gio Campion. 1 on, 2 out. As that's in there for a strike, 0-2. Boley looking to strike out the side. The 0-2. Oh, everybody started going towards the dugout, but they say he just missed the top third of the plate. Woo-wee, that was close. See if he can do it again. 1-2. Outside, couldn't get him fishing. Deuce is wild here in the top of the fourth. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Winds and deals from the middle of the rubber. Missing high again, according to the home plate umpire. Started the count 0-2. We're now full. An almost capacity crowd here at Klein High at Bearcat Park. 3-2. Call a walk. Boley not happy with it there. Kind of gives a little screen towards home plate, as that's a full count walk. Time called as Raymer will head out and talk with his guys, try to get him recollected or refocused. No signs of taking him out right now. 46 pitches through 3 innings. Has had a pretty decent job of managing his pitch count for the most part in this contest. Remember, the playoffs, the pitching rules are a little different. Whereas a regular season, you can throw as many pitches as you want. In the playoffs, the most you can throw in a ball game is 110. And if you throw 110 in a series or in a ball game, you're out for the next 3 days. And so with that, basically, if you throw the max of 110, unless there's a scenario where you don't play a game 3, should you get one, until the following week because of weather or whatever other outstanding circumstances, you don't play again in the series. So it's very important to be able to maximize your starters. You saw a little bit yesterday, Trantham going 5 deep. Busby getting the 2-inning save. He's still good and ready to go for the rest of this series. Doesn't need to take any off days at the moment. One mound visit left in this inning for Boley. After the conference is over with, as that one will miss outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. No action in the bullpen for either side, and well, we know that because the bullpens are in foul territory. Not something you see a ton in high school baseball nowadays, but good to see some ballparks keeping the old tradition alive. And also an interesting
perplexity, if you will, with this ballpark. The left center and right center gaps have what I like to call a triples alley. We'll get to that as the broadcast continues. That's in there for a strike. 2-1 is the count. Basically, left and right center have a out cave, if you will, where the fence going towards center field all of a sudden punches outwards away from home plate, then flattens, then comes back towards home plate, and then re-meets with the batter's eye in center field. It's kind of a weird dynamic, if you will, but if it hits off just right, the right spot at the right angle, could be looking at an easy triple if you get one into one of those gaps. 3-1 in there for a strike. Full count, 2 outs. Boley looking for the punch out. He got it! Punch out number 6 on the night. He's fired up, as that will strand the runner at first base and will take us to the bottom half of the inning. No runs across the plate, no hits, no errors, 1 left on. 1-0. We come back here on Houston Sports Live. Back here on Houston Sports Live, a 1-0 scoreline as Conroe takes momentum into the bottom half of the 4th with a dramatic top half of the inning. Jordan Smith here on the call of the action. As Gutierrez keeps things going here in the 4th. Right now with a 1-1 count. We see the 2-3-4 hitter starting with Jackson Reagan at the dish. Chopper right up the gut. Gutierrez backhands it. Goes the first in time. The first ground out in, it's felt like quite a while here. A 1-3 officially on scorecards, and it's out number 1. Folks, don't forget, you don't want to miss the final UIL state event of the year, the 2025 State Baseball Championships, taking place June 5th through the 7th at Dell Diamond in Round Rock. For schedule, spectator, and ticket information, please visit uiltexas.org/baseball. Again, that's uiltexas.org/baseball. One as that misses outside. At the plate, Tanner Trantham, who's 0 for 1. Foul tip into the catcher's mitt his last time up. That one will miss outside. A 2-1 count now. Got nobody on base, 1 out, bottom of the 4th inning. Conroe just looking for that little bit of a spark plug. Get things going. Fly ball will go into right field, will be playable. Hallman will make the catch. A That'll take care of out number 2. Two outs now in the inning as Ed Rothlander will stride to the dish. An all right-handed lineup to go against the right-handed pitcher. Dramatic leg kick and the foul for strike 1. Rothlander last time up flew out to center field to end the bottom of the 1st. He's looking to extend the bottom of the 4th. As he fouls that one away. Down quickly 0-2. Winds and deals. Right side of the rubber. Backdoors him for strike 3 to end the inning. 6th punch out of the night. 5th one caught looking. And it sits him down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left aboard. Top of the 5th we go when we come back here on Houston Sports Live. Top of the 5th here in Spring, Texas. Boley on the bump. This one, immediately first pitch pop-up just past the infield. And the center fielder, Rothlander, will make the catch. First pitch, first swing, first out of the inning. 8-9 one-hitters due up, so that one being Noah Deason. As we now see the 9-hole hitter and Clayton Allen to the plate. Swung on, soft liner, but will fall into right field for a base hit. First hit since the 1st inning. Only the 2nd hit for Klein Collins all game long, and it came on only the 2nd pitch of the inning. Now back to the top of the order. Dylan Yasik to the plate. 1 on, 1 out. Double play depth for the Conroe Tigers to the middle infield. Trying to get momentum back in their favor and keep the runners away from home plate. First pitch in there for a strike. 1 is the count. Yasik is 0 for 1. Reached base on the hit by pitch in the 1st to start the ball game. And came around to score the 1 and only run thus far. This pickoff move does not work. Again, should there be a Game 3 scenario, we'll have that for you tomorrow. A noon first pitch, 11:45 a.m. pregame show. As that one fouls away. Into the parking lot, 0-2.
missing for a ball. A 1-2 count currently. Count with that runner on first. I wouldn't be surprised on a 2-strike approach. If there was 2 outs, there'd be a hit and run situation, but not the case as that fouls away to keep things going. Staying 1-2 for the moment. Swing and a miss. I think there was a little confusion as to whether or not that was the actual final strike of the at bat or not, and the fact was, after a final realization. 7th punch out of the ball game for Boley, and 2 away in the inning. That's in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count. Swing and a miss. We're going 2. Missing outside. 1-2 is the count. Looking for the punch out. Instead, it's a ground ball with eyes to the left side for a base hit. Now runners on first and second. And the inning will continue. First inning of the ball game for Klein Collins with multiple hits in the inning. That one swung on, fouled first base side. 0-1 is the count. In there for a strike, 0-2. Looking for the punch out from the stretch, fouled away. Stays 0-2. The 0-2 from the stretch. Swung on, line into center. Backing up on it, though. Rothlander makes the catch. And more importantly, 2 runners are left stranded on the base paths. And you can hear the Conroe faithful getting louder and louder with the cowbells. Always need some more cowbell in our life. Take a quick break. When we come back, bottom of the 5th, here on Houston Sports Live.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Back here on Houston Sports Live, bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch is outside the zone. 0-1 is the count. Missing 1-1 now. We put the scorecards to the bottom half of the 5th. Fouled away. And that one landing just in front of the cars across the street. Luckily, our vehicle is nowhere near that. We'll still have a windshield and an intact vehicle by the time we go home for dinner. Or late dinner, midnight snack, because that's in there for a strike. 2-2 is now the count. Liner right back up the gut, and it falls into the gap. Rounding first, putting on the brakes. First hit of the ball game for the Conroe Tigers. The no-hit bid ends 4 innings in. And Conroe now with a little bit of momentum. The new courtesy runner at first base. Of course, he comes in for Gavin Stenger, the catcher. Gunnar Pabst. Now Conroe looking to respond here with an opportunity as the first pitch will find the zone for a strike. 0-1. First hit of the ball game comes from Gavin Stenger, who's now 1 for 2 in the contest. He represents the tying run at first. Go ahead at home. And Sam Busby. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the heater, low and away. 0-2. From the stretch, Gutierrez using it from the stretch for the first time today. Way outside, gets away from the catcher. And now the tying run in scoring position off the wild pitch. One and two count. Hit one into the gap. We got a tied ball game. Swing and a miss. He looks for it, drops into the turf, takes his time to throw to first and gets it in line for the drop third strike. And out number 1. Officially a punch out, number 7 of the contest for Gutierrez, and one away officially here in the inning. Geronimo still at second base in a huge situation now that he was able to move over, because now there's no double play in effect with the 1 out because of the fact that he's sitting on second, not on first. As that one will run low. 1-0 is the count. At the plate currently, Landon Bruns. Drop third strike victim his first time up. Back in the second inning of play.
The 1-0, checking on the runner at second, now deals as it misses outside, opposite batter's box. 2-0. Conroe looking to tie the ball game. They had some late game dramatics last night. Busby had the solo homer to make it a 4-2 ball game and get the victory there. Looking for Bruns to bring in the tying run. Pickoff move, dramatic dive to second, but no throw. Ready's again, the 2-0 from the stretch. Swing and a miss. Just in front of the off speed. And a 2-1 count. Two-one, swing and a miss, a lazy swing at it. And the opposite batter's box evens it up at 2 apiece. The sun is completely set here in Spring, Texas. Wind still blowing between home and first base. As they get him on the outside third of the plate, caught looking. That has been the specialty for Gutierrez here tonight. 8 punch-outs in the ball game. 6 of them coming via the backwards K as now time is called. And a quick little scurry to the mound here. And don't believe they're going to take him out just yet. No, they won't. First mound visit of the inning for Klein Collins. First mound visit of the ball game even for Gutierrez. One more this inning, and he will have to be taken out, as you can see on our mound visit tracker on our score bug here. Just giving you a little visual aid of that scenario, because of course that is always a thing in baseball, especially with some of the new rules in the pros game. Just something to keep an eye out for. Jake Matthews, 2 outs and the tying run on second. Looking to tie up the ball game and extend the inning. First pitch. Chopper, left side, charging in. Underhand glove, Campion, throw to first. Just in time. That takes care of the 5th. No runs across the plate. 1 runner left stranded, 1 hit, no errors. As the inning ends on a 5-3 ground out. To keep it scoreless for Conroe thus far. To the 6th we go when we come back here on Houston Sports Live.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Top of the 6th we go here on Houston Sports Live. Jordan Smith on the call of the action. As we welcome you back here to Klein High School. A 1-0 contest. Klein Collins ahead of Conroe in this one.
1-0 count turns into a 2-0 count. That one also missing outside. A good pitcher's duel here in this one so far. So been some extra advantages for Klein Collins at the plate as that one goes long and foul down the first base line. Conroe just getting their first hit of the ball game in the bottom of the fifth. It was to begin the bottom of the fifth, in fact, as that one will be a swing and a miss. 2-2. Winds and deals, 2-2, underhand, chopper left side. Slow roller crashing in is Matthew. Throw to first, not in time. An infield single for Bryson Session. You can hear much to the pleasure of the Klein Collins faithful. So now runner on first, Noah Melendez to the plate. At first in Sessions, he represents some insurance in the ball game for Klein Collins. First pitch popped up, will be on the field of play. Goes into foul territory, but the catch is made by Bruns. Out number one in the inning. And even more important because the runner stays put at first, which allows the double play scenario to go into effect. Hence the now shift in the defensive alignment to the middle infield. Gio Campion to the plate. Righty on righty as time is called. Runner goes, throw is a strike to second. Safe. Pretty bang bang over there. But now it gets rid of the double play scenario as you said, started off as a strike. And a stolen base for Bryson Session. Foul. And just over the seats to our right. Quick 0-2. I think some fans on the top row were kind of scared that was coming right at them. Guess I probably should have brought my glove, but also wasn't thinking that a foul ball could get into the press box. Good to know for next time. One and two as that misses outside. From the stretch. Outside. Tried to paint that top outside corner, but to no avail. Runner still at second, and this 1-0 lead for Klein Collins over the Conroe Tigers. Chop foul. Stays 2-2. Backdoors him. Strike three called. 2 away in the inning. Punch out number 8
of the ball game for Boley.
Big knockout in your count. Let's go.
And number 2 on the backwards K. That's the first pitch. Will go into the turf. 1-0 is the count. Isaac Gutierrez to the dish. Just joining us, welcome into the broadcast here at Klein High School. Game 2 of this area round matchup. Conroe leads the series 1-0. Klein Collins leads game 2 1-0, as that will find its way in the zone. Even it up at 1 apiece. Starter still on the bump. And Boley for the Conroe Tigers. As that's in there for a strike. 1-2. Looking for the big punch out here to keep the runner stranded at second. Working from the middle of the rubber against the right-handed hitter. He deals. Swung on, lifted high and deep into left center. Will go all the way to the base of the wall, just to the left of the batter's eye. Stretching all the way, will try to go 3, and will slide in head first safely. A 2-out, 2-strike RBI triple. And that's now important insurance late in the ball game for Klein Collins. 2-0 on the top of the 6th.
Help yourself, dude. Help yourself.
Chopper through the left side, and it's starting to unravel here in the top of the 6th. An RBI single
There you go.
on back-to-back base hits. Now time is called. Raymer out to the pitcher's mound, and more than likely it will be a pitching change. And it is, as Boley will take his walk towards the dugout. Round of applause from the Conroe faithful. That will send us to a quick break. We'll have the new pitcher on the bump for you when we come back here on Houston Sports Live.
Back here on Houston Sports Live, a 3-0 ball game if you're just joining us. Klein Collins with their first crooked number of the ball game. Coming in this inning, new pitcher on the bump, the right-hander in Tyler Wilson for the Conroe Tigers, coming in with a 2-out approach. Runs it right down Hollywood for a strike, 0-1 the count. Clayton Allen at the plate for Klein Collins, trying to extend the lead. Ball game, the inning. Just going to second immediately, way before the pitch is even thrown, and they catch him at second base. Quite the scenario there, if you will. As that will send us to the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 runs across the plate, and now a little bit of magic needed by Conroe to get back in this thing. Back after this on Houston Sports Live. Bottom of the 6th. A 3-0 lead. Klein Collins ahead of Conroe. Here in game 2. Smith on the call of the action as the first pitch is outside the zone. Gutierrez back on the bump for his 6th inning of play. That's in there for a strike to even it up at 1 apiece. And game 3, should it be needed, tomorrow noon, first pitch, 11:45 a.m. pregame, as this one chopped up the gut. Moving to his left for Merrill, throw to first. In time with the stretch. 6-3 ground out for round number 1. That was the bottom of the order. Owen Raymer now back to the top. Jaden Keith. Quick look at scores across the region and across 13-6A. And of course the game that's opposite of this matchup. This one swung on, flowed down the first base line. Still in play at the moment and will not be caught. There was almost a crash into the cage there for the batting cages down the right field line. 0-1 is the count. Cy Woods will be forcing a game 3. They are up 12-1 against Oak Ridge at the moment. So Oak Ridge not able to return favor in the bottom of the 5th. As this one is swung on, but foul. And Oak Ridge down to their final out, so if they can't get at least 2 more runs in the next out, they'll be run ruled in game 2 of the area round. Woodlands and Klein Kane tied at 1 at the moment. Of course, you can watch that or listen to it either way on our sister station, the Highlander Sports Network. That one is outside, 1-2. Waco Midway leads Rockwell Heath 4-2. The other game, the matchup that we need to look for here is that one will be a caught looking. Has been the MO for Gutierrez, like we mentioned last inning. 9 punch-outs total, 7 of them caught looking. And that is 2 away in the inning.
Like we said, Waco Midway leading Rockwell Heath 4-2. It's in the top of the 6th. Waco Midway at the plate currently. Your score updates at the moment. We'll get you some more as the night progresses. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Gutierrez working quickly and finds it in there 0-2. It's that bottom third of the zone. Works quickly, the wind and the deal. Chopper, slow roller, up the middle to the shortstop. Romero charging, throw to first. In time, 6-3 to end the inning. A 1-2-3 inning defensively as we head to the 7th. Magic needs to ensue for Conroe to win and not have a Game 3 forced tomorrow afternoon. Back after this on Houston Sports Live. Top of the 7th. Here at Klein High School. 3-0 lead for the Klein Collins Tigers over your Conroe Tigers. Jordan Smith will call the action. It's Tyler Wilson back on the bump. Straight back. One is the count here in the top of the 7th. Tries to backdoor it, but misses high. 2-1 is the count. Lines and deals from the stretch does Wilson as this one swung on. Blooper to right. Trantham makes the catch. And takes care of out number 1. Now Clayton Allen to the plate with 1 out. 1 on base, 3-0 lead. Klein Collins over Conroe. Ready on ready matchup at the dish. Wilson, first pitch. Just misses outside. 1-0. At the plate is Allen. 1 for 2 with a single. That's in there for a strike. 1-1 is the count. You said the 1 for 2 with the single. That's in there for a strike. 1-2. 1 on base with the 1 out. Again, a near capacity crowd here at Klein High today. as that will hit him.
All right, wear it. Wear it. Get on there.
Not what you want to see
Just some more. Let's go.
in this situation. Just a reminder, tonight's broadcast of high school athletics on Houston Sports Live is copyrighted for the private use of our audience. Any other retransmission or other use of the broadcast without the express written consent of Houston Sports Live or SBE Studios is strictly prohibited. Checks the runner at first. Over his shoulder, now deals. Swung on, lifted into right. Catch is made by Trantham. That'll keep the runner at bay at first and take care of out number 2. Ryan Holman up to the plate. Two out, one on. Conroe looking to escape with the runner still stranded on base. Chopper, foul, first base side. On one's account. At the plate, Holman, who has reached base all 3 times he's been to the plate. However, he's only 1 for 1 with a single and 2 walks. This is high, 1-1. Runner dancing over at first base is on this outside. Catcher and Stanger just keeping him honest, checking on him a little bit. No throw, but staring him down a little down at first just to make sure he doesn't try anything. A little happy feet over there at first. Time called. Like you said, at this point in the ball game, for Conroe, you just want to keep the runner stranded at first. Give yourself a chance in the bottom half of the inning as that runs inside. 3-1. And final in 5, Sidewoods 12, Oak Ridge 1, Game 3 tomorrow in that series. It's the pickoff move to first. Not in time. Waco Midway extending their lead over Rockwall Heath. 5-2 now in that ball game. Remember, Midway got game 1 of the series, so a win tonight would give them the series sweep.
Here we go now. Let's go.
As that's outside for a ball and a walk.
UAB, make it come to you, 2-3.
Kramer coming out to the mound. Does have an arm in the bullpen. Is not signaled yet. I think right now is just more of a regular conversation with the fellas. First mound visit of the inning for the pitcher in Wilson. Well, so, folks, just to let you know, this spot right now where I'm talking, this could be your business that I'm, in fact, talking about. We have advertising packages available for this playoff run as well, starting of introductory advertising packages for the 25-26 broadcast schedule, giving you exposure on each and every broadcast here on the Houston Sports Live Network. To learn more about this opportunity, you can head to our website at houstonsports.live, click on the Advertise tab, and fill out the contact form to get the process started today. Advertising rates start at just as little as $25 a game. Runs inside for a ball, 1-0. Bryce Romero at the plate with 2 on and 2 out. Runners at first and second in this 3-0 lead for Klein Collins. Swing and a miss. Actually, they'll call it foul ball. Either way, it is still a strike. To even it up at 1 apiece. From the stretch, runs inside and hits him. Loads the bases and tosses the bat towards the dugout. Looks like the umpire may have had a word or two with Romero talking about the bat flip. So now base is juiced. And Raymer comes back out, which means it is time for a new pitcher. So we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, the new arm on the bump for your Conroe Tigers. Back after this on Houston Sports Live. Don't miss the final UIL state event of the year, the 2025 State Baseball Championships, taking place June 5th through the 7th at Dell Diamond in Round Rock. For schedule, spectator, and ticket information, please visit uiltexas.org/baseball. Again, that's uiltexas.org/baseball. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count. Bryce Thompson, the right-hander, the new arm on the bump for your Conroe Tigers, as that's in there on a swing and a miss for a strike. 0-2 is the count. We'll get your final numbers for each pitcher in the post-game wrap-up here tonight, which is coming up at the conclusion of this ball game. As there's the punch out to get the final out of the inning. First punch out of the ball game, and the first batter seen does it in 3 pitches. All 3, strike, swing, and a swing to leave 3 on base. No hits, no errors, and no runs across the plate. It's rally time for the Conroe Tigers, back to Klein High after this. You're on Houston Sports Live. Rally time for your Conroe Tigers. You can hear the crowd coming to its feet for both sides. The Conroe faithful trying to get their guys fired up. Gutierrez back on the bump as this place is literally starting to shake here in the grandstands. That one swung on chopper, just short. Romero right there, didn't have to move, it's square inch. As it throws in first in plenty of time. And that takes care of out number one on the first pitch of the inning. Ed Rothlander. That'll be the one to the plate, one out. No one on base, down 3-0 in the bottom of the 7th inning. As Conroe looks for some late game magic here at Klein. Foul tip, strike one. Rothlander 0 for 2 in the contest. We're going to change that tail of the tape here. The 0-1. Fouled straight back, 0-2. Gutierrez working, winds and deals. Outside, ball one. Gutierrez, give him credit. He has had himself quite a ball game here tonight. 75 pitches coming into this 7th inning. And pitch number 80 sees a swing and miss. Drop third strike officially. And Conroe down to its final out of the ball game. 10th punch out on the night for Gutierrez. It's up to Gavin Stenger to keep the Game 2 hopes alive for Conroe. Winds and deals first pitch. Right up the gut to who else but Gutierrez. He'll take his time, throw to first, and that's a ball game. A 1-3 ground out on your scorecards to end the ball game here tonight. A game that lasted just under 2 hours of play, an hour and 47 minutes. So we'll take a quick break when we come back. Post-game wrap-up of this one here tonight, and then we'll sign it off until tomorrow. Back after this here on Houston Sports Live.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Back here for the Houston Sports Live post-game wrap-up. Final score in this one is 3-0. Klein Collins gets the win over Conroe Tigers. As we take a look at the final pitching numbers in this one tonight, the win going to Klein Collins. Isaac Gutierrez, the win, the complete game victory, 1-hit shutout, 23 batters faced all 7 innings pitched, 10 punch-outs with 7 of them caught looking, dominating the complete control of the plate in this series, or in this ballgame, I should say, tonight. 1-hit batter in 81 total pitches, 55 of them going for strikes. Taking a look for the Conroe side of things, the loss going to Colin Boley. 25 batters faced and 5 2/3 innings pitched. 6 hits, 2 runs, 3 of those earned. 8 Ks, 2 of them looking, 3 walks, a hit batter. 99 total pitches, 61 of them for strikes. Tyler Wilson came in for relief, no decision, 5 batters, 1 inning. No hits, no runs, no punch outs, 1 walk, 1 hit batter, 18 pitches, 8 strikes. Bryce Thompson would come in and get the final out of the top of the 7th inning. No hits, no runs, the only out, the only batter faced, 3 pitches, all 3 strikes, and it would result in a strikeout to send us to the bottom of the 7th. Conroe could not grab a run, and they would go scoreless. Final box score in this one looks like this. 3 runs on 6 hits, no errors, and 7 left aboard for the Klein Collins Tigers. Conroe, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. Again, game time, 1 hour and 47 minutes to send us to a game 3 tomorrow. First pitch set for noon, right back here at Klein High School. We'll have the call for you here on Houston Sports Live. Unless something changes in the 11th hour, I'll be right back here with you on the YouTube channel for 11:45 a.m. pre-game show. Again, that'll do it for us here tonight. One quick look around the scoreboard. Willis leading Tomball 1-0 in their ball game. Waco Midway leading Rockwell Heath 5-2. Woodlands and Klein Kane tied at 1 apiece. That is your scores from around the playoffs at the moment. And again, like we mentioned earlier, Shywood's run ruling Oak Ridge 12-1 to force a game 3 tomorrow as well. For everybody here at Houston Sports Live, my name is Jordan Smith saying good evening, good night. We will see you tomorrow afternoon for another edition of 6A Division I Area Round Playoffs. Winner take all. And we'll go on to the regional semifinals next weekend. So long from Spring, Texas.